Welcome back, friends. So excited to have you back with us again. So today is going to be a clean with me and organized video and some decluttering. So today I'm going to start out with the cleaning of the refrigerator. We usually do this on Sunday or early Monday mornings before the trash day. And what I try to do is get everything out so I can get a good wipe down and make sure all the things that are expired and need to come out are being done at that present time. So therefore I am getting the opportunity to get a good clean wipe out. So what I usually do is in a bowl or in the sink, I'll add some soap, some vinegar, and a little bleach and baking soda. It is my concoction, but I feel safe just knowing that my family has a clean environment to start off with for the week. So after I'm finished doing everything and cleaning it, I'll go back and do a wipe over again with just plain water. This is the finished product. As we were videotaping, I actually found out I didn't videotape putting it back in, but this is the end result. What I try to do is put everything and make it accessible for the little one that she can reach things. And the one thing that I had to readjust was our eggs. This is usually where I keep our fruits and veggies in a controlled temperature environment. So I try to make it safe and sound so that way we know that everything is cold enough and not getting frozen, because it's happened to us before. Has anybody seen this much condiments? When it's 4 people in the house and everybody likes something different, totally needed. Up at the top you'll see that we have 2 different kind of milks. We have our water jug, and in the rear it will be the juice. I try to keep everything open and clear so everybody is able to find everything they need. All right, on to the next. So here it is. I am finished with that. So I kind of wipe down. I'm using my Method Cleaning for Granite tile, and I'm wiping down everything after I let it sit for about 2 to 5 minutes, and then I just kind of go in and wipe everything down before I go to the next thing. So today my agenda was to go in and clean out a big cabinet that I have been waiting to do, that I noticed had kind of gotten out of line because I have been so busy trying to do other things, but it was time needed. So down here below is things that nobody really gets to get to, but we utilize it. So I really definitely had to get on that. So at this point I have taken most of the things out, started putting them out on the countertops and organizing things to go back where they needed to go. Throughout this transition, I actually ended up noticing that the height of a lot of my shelving was not appropriate. So I had too much space on some and not enough on the others. So I kind of took some time out readjusting everything and coming in to a clean platform so I can get organized again. So that's what we're doing. So at this point, I'm just kind of figuring out, looking over everything and seeing what needed to be done and getting started. So after I had gotten started with things, I recognized I totally was not really happy with things once I got started. And so I started putting things in and just wanting to make and execute the amount of space needed. I just kind of went back in with the other condiments that we were using and getting everything done as much as I could. Oh, who's taking a break? Must have been good music. So as I continue on, I just was making sure that everything was fitting and that Kaden definitely was able to reach some things. So you know the old remedy and tricks are to keep the bigger containers towards the back and the shorter things towards the front. After starting to put in some things, I realized that the shelf was not low enough. So I had to go back in and readjust the shelf and start back in by putting in one of my levelers to make things fit again, which I think I did pretty good. it was kind of trying because I kept going back and looking at things all around. This is when you know you have to totally plan and plan really well. At this moment, as you can see, I'm still dancing, moving and grooving. What's going? Okay, all back to business now. So I'm putting things back in. Definitely going for the containers that are all liked, and I'm trying to keep those things again to the front. Most of what I recognized was with the white containers, that these containers are really good. They seal properly and they keep things for a long time, and we're not having to repurchase things over and over again. So I love those containers. But as I was going through, I did recognize that some of my containers looked too tight because I was trying to keep everything uniformed and together, and it just didn't work out. This is a container that we use to keep our breads in. I love it because it's not like the traditional bread box that sits on the counter so I can put other things there. So I keep it in this box, and everybody in the house knows that this is where all the bread goes. So as you can see, I'm not liking it. I'm not loving it. And then I also recognized that I still had too much stuff. And I guess when the whole pandemic started, we ended up buying things thinking that, you know, we were going to be in a place where we weren't going to have. So I went and purchased up some things and tried to make sure that we had. But once again, I think I overbought. So at this point, I couldn't sit right. Things just did not look the way I wanted them to look. So as you can see, I tackled another cabinet, emptying everything completely out, recognizing that I needed to readjust. So the things that were in our actual pantry cabinet, that was within those white bottles and containers, that was in the sealed type containers, I actually took those out and repurposed them somewhere else. And I took all the alcohol from the other cabinet that you saw that was clear prior and moved them up to the top pantry shelf. These are items that we are not using on a regular basis. So I kind of got those things up to the very top, and then this is our happy medium. Today, this is what our cabinets look like. I'm so pleased with this. Over here, you can see I've cleared the counters. I've gotten everything where I need them to be. So excited about it. My coffee station area is well put together. I'm able to access everything, and here we go. These are all our pantry cabinet things that we are using to do our baking, our cereal in the morning, or our parfaits. All the things at the top are the things that, like our rice and our macaroni, the panko breadcrumbs, those things that we're not using on a regular basis. So what we did was we, like I said, removed the coffee maker from the other end and put it over here because I kept seeing ourselves getting coffee, moving over to one side, and then having to come back to the sink. Right now, everything is all right here, and we just have to open up the cabinet and come down. So we are done. Oh my gosh. 3 hours later, I can't believe it took me 3 hours just to finish off this thing. It was going to drive me nuts, but it needed to so desperately be done. Now that we're finished, I feel so good, you guys. You have no idea. If you like this video, like, comment, subscribe, and we'll be looking forward to seeing you guys on our next video. Enjoy your week. God, the weekend is almost here, but enjoy it. See you guys soon. Bye, friends.